Okay, everyone, Tom MacDonald released a new song that I wanted to do a reaction to. So, let's play it.
They always said that Charlie Kirk was a Nazi, then they celebrated after they killed him. They tried to tell us that Black Lives Matter and that white people have always been villains. They burning flags in the streets and they scream at police, taking illegals to prison. They got rainbows on their bedroom walls, and they swear to God that men can be women. They're scrolling through their TikToks to get the news. They heard that Trump's a fascist, they swear it's true. They set fire to Minnesota, we smell the fumes. They say that guns are dangerous, guess they're the proof. They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your last breath. Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead. But we'll still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said, then say we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left, praying for the left. They keep saying that ICE are the Nazis, so they're buying guns and tracking positions. Go tell the parents of the kids who were killed. Illegal immigrants are really the victims. They say America ain't safe if you're black or trans or gay. I think it's way more dangerous to be a Christian. Y'all started acting different back when Anthony Fauci made you keep the ones you love at a distance. They're scrolling through their TikToks, Antifa clips. They say that Trump is Hitler, they're mad they missed. They think that how they feel is how it is, and conservatives are evil, we shouldn't live. They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your last breath. Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead. But we'll still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said, then say we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left. Scratching swastikas and Teslas ain't gon' change a thing. You can burn our cities down, but we'll just make them great again. Oh, they hate us cause they say that we are full of hate. They wanna kill all the police trying to keep them safe. They'll shoot that badge of yours right off your chest. They want a civil war, pray for the left. They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your last breath. Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead. But we'll still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said, then say we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left, praying for the left.
Okay, so this talks about the violence of the left and references all the cultural misguidance and ignorance of the left when it comes to their woke positions and their use of violence in order to push their agenda and to start a revolution. Tom makes a pretty good points when he talks about the fact that even when they shoot us in the neck, like Charlie Kirk, we continue to attempt to reason with the left, yet they cannot be reasoned with, and they will say whatever they want to say to push the ideals that they want. They don't care about their inconsistencies. It's all just about pushing the agenda that they want to push. And many times in the video you see Tom MacDonald actually refer to the point as the left is a cult, and that the left will just listen to whatever the media, the politicians, and the scientific experts, the so-called scientific experts, tell you to do. Just like when he references Fauci and social distancing, he references the attacks on police, on law enforcement, on the wokeness in not only life, but the wokeness that has ravaged their mind and stopped them from seeing clearly. And definitely a good song, and really puts into perspective, or really points out where we're at in this country. Because I mean, he references the assassination attempt on Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania, and the fact that they're just calling the right all Nazis and fascists without really understanding what the word fascist means. So fascist in the sense, there's the aspect of it, you use fear and intimidation to get your way politically. That's part of the definition of fascism. But also, fascism means the merging of corporate and state. None of Trump's policies, none of the Republican policies are merging corporate and state. If anything, ESG, environmental social governance, has developed committees and almost de facto governments within the corporate world, and that they demand all this funding, all these billions of dollars in training on DEI practices and gender ideology and green energy, those types of things that these companies would otherwise not be akin to, but because they want to have a good ESG score and get federal funding in many cases, especially if it's an organizational program, these companies are willing to dish out millions of dollars that they really should not be spending. And what does that do? That's people that they can't hire, that's wasteful spending, and DEI practices are not a proper way to run a business. But again, like Tim Pool and many others have pointed out, when they talk about civil war, where do we go from here? Because more and more, the left is upping their ante, and we're seeing de facto law enforcement, de facto governmental agencies popping up all over the place, and we're seeing the escalation not just in the judicial side of things, but also in acts of terror and violence, like with the assassination attempts on Trump, the assassination of Charlie Kirk, the attempted assassination of Brett Kavanaugh, the attack on Josh Shapiro. The list goes on and on. The attacks on Republican Party headquarters, the attacks on ICE, the attacks on Tesla, the attack on the CEO of United Healthcare by Luigi Mangione. Not only did they kill Charlie Kirk, but the left celebrated it, as Tom MacDonald had stated, all because the left is against illegal immigration because they're going to lose a bunch of congressional support if these deportations succeed, and really hypocritical also. In the past, Democrats were in support of deporting any illegals that's here and preventing illegals from entering the country. So all of a sudden, because Trump's in favor of it, they're against it, and because it will hurt their political power in the long term, they're against it. But if we go back in time, we see that a secure border was, in fact, a policy position, a political viewpoint of the left. And now that has changed.